Welcome to another exciting video. Today I'm gonna be trying so many new products that were released in the month of August. Some of the products that I have in here, not only that they have been released in this last month, but also some of my favorites that I will incorporate in today's look. Today we're gonna be doing a whole face makeup look, minus the eyebrows because they're already done. So make sure to watch throughout this whole video because I will be using some of the products that are my top products that I cannot work without for so many years. And look at my hand, it looks so exciting. The color story is beyond exciting. This is what I usually do before I create my makeup look. I do combine certain eyeshadows and then I can go and create and add additional stuff. So without any further ado, let's jump into this tutorial. Okay, first of all, I have to memorize what I do have on my hand. Of course, everything that I'm gonna be using today will be linked down in the description box, so make sure to check it out. First product that I'm gonna be using is this Pat McGrath Intensify Eyes Longwear Eye Primer, but because it is clear and I do wanna even my eyelid space, I will first go in with I'm gonna actually do a mix because this concealer is a little bit deeper than I would like it to be, and I really want to have light base for all the colors, for all the eyeshadows to really pop, and this is in the shade N9. And because it is light, I will be using the Backstage foundation in shade 0W. Actually, I wasn't planning on using this one today, but this is such a beautiful light neutral shade. If you are a makeup artist, this foundation right here, to make any foundation lighter, to make your customized skin color, this is so good. It works good even for the eyes, not on its own because it is so sheer, but this stuff is so good. I use this in my makeup bag all the time. So I'm gonna mix a little bit, or usually I use MAC Pearl Wear concealer in especially in the shade NC20, but it is way heavier than this one, but for the base it's really good. I didn't use my Makeup by Mario concealer today because I find it a little bit more, it's not dry, but drier than Natasha's. And because this is face and body foundation, look how nicely this one melts into your skin. Like, we do have so many new releases. Sometimes I feel like we tend to forget some of the old OGs when it comes to makeup. This one is definitely that. Anyways, I'm gonna go in with my Pat McGrath eyeshadow primer. I do love to apply this one with my finger and not to make circular motions with the brush because that way then I can disrupt my base underneath. But just make sure, because we are applying this on top of the base and not just on the skin, to not put too much of a product so that it doesn't start to crease, which I didn't have issues so far. I know it's extra step, but this one I do love. I've been using this for the whole month since I've started to, well, since I've got it in my mail. And so far I do have a good feedback, and when it comes to longevity as well, it's a good primer. Anyways, let's go with the Pat McGrath new eyeshadow palette, which is Sunlit Seduction. You know what? The more I use this palette, the more I am in love with it. I know it was kind of first impression disappointing color story for a lot of people, but I'm telling you, the more I use it, the more I love it. But this brush was too big for this, so I will use that brush later. So I'm packing this eyeshadow with a smaller brush. I do love the opacity. That's the first thing I want to get, and then after that I'm going to blend everything. I know it looks really sharp at the moment. Let me take another detailed brush for this. And now once the eyeshadow is packed, now I can go in with my blending brush. Now we're going to dial this shade a little bit down, and I'm gonna be using this brush with a tiny precise brush. This one is from NYX Cosmetics. Now I'm going to carve out this line, and I'm going in with the first shade just for the edges, and also I will take my previous brush and just blend this into my skin. Now, one of the palettes that wasn't released this month, it's been a while, but I do love this combination, and I'm gonna be taking this shade Instinct. This one is cream to powder, and I really do love this Natasha's formula. But wait, let me take even smaller brush for this. It is a little bit harder to pick it up, but the pigment is great. So this one is going to give us a little bit more of a depth. So now with a flat brush, I'm going in with the Vaseline, and I'm going to cut my crease. Recently, one of my subscribers asked me for the Vaseline technique, and I know this one is not that common, but whenever you are doing cut crease, this is the easiest, the best way to make your cut crease sharp and clear. Also, make sure to remove any Vaseline left on your skin, because this thing will remove all of your makeup, so you don't want any portion of Vaseline on your skin. So remove it as much as you can. That's the only tricky part, because even when you are creating this, you do need to pay attention to not mess up with your line that you already created as well. Because if I let Vaseline on my eyelid and I did this, it would disrupt everything that I've done so far. Once this side of the eye is almost completely done, now this looks so dramatic. So I will be starting off by applying the rest of the eye makeup. So the first thing I'm gonna be using is MC Gel Eyeliner in number 77. This one is from England. This liner is the best liner I have ever tried. Once this liner sets, it doesn't move. Again, a lot of the stuff I'm sharing is from a makeup artist point of view. And for me, what makeup represents is something that it has to last, no matter if it's natural makeup, no matter if it is full-on glam advanced makeup, it has to have same value. Now, one of the palettes that I really love from Natasha Denona, I didn't have that much chance of trying it out this summer, but now I am back into filming, and Citrine is the shade that I'm going for. This is Yucca palette. This is kind of a funny brush to apply this. Look at the pigment. That's why I'm using this one. So you can use regular flat brush as well. And I am truly packing this eyeshadow. I know I do have a fallout. This Midi palette came just before her new release. I need a nude palette, but this one today, I think I will be using one shade, but if not, this palette doesn't go into today's look, so that's the only reason why, because of the color story, I'm not working with it. And just in case you do want to see a review of this palette, I also will link that down below. I took a smaller brush just to reach this area of the other eyeshadows. And now for the color explosion, I'm using this shade right here, which is called Camu Camu. It goes into my inner corner, and guys, this shade is so vibrant. These two go so well together. I also do have an initial review on my channel of this palette. I love this one. Now I'm gonna go into my dream palette. I will be using this shade Instinct. I will be using this shade a lot, and also Black is Black. So to start off, I will be mapping my line and kind of match that line with the previous one, like so. And then I will grab my bigger brush and a little bit bigger brush and just do this. See how this will lift up? Yeah, this lifts up your eye beautifully. And I really do love this color combination. I think it's beautiful. Now once you have a line like this, I'm going in with this shade right here from Pat McGrath. And look how this pink goes well with this green. This is actually some citrus color in between yellow, neon, green. Beautiful. And what also will look good to separate this area right here, I'm going to use this shade right here. Now once this is separated, I'm gonna go in. This shade right here goes beautifully with this. It's one of the special shades, and you know what? They really are special formulation. When it comes to Pat McGrath, I really do love these special shades. The effect is stunning. And now I'm going to repeat, because I lost some of the pigment, what I have already done. And obviously this is gonna go much more higher when it comes to depth. I'm going in with the Blackest Black. You know what I love about my dream palette is that it does have a variety when it comes to color story. You know, you have different depth, different undertones. It is one of my favorite palettes. This Blackest Black is beautiful, beautiful black eyeshadow. Now I'm gonna go in again with this Camu Camu shade to do my lower lash line. And of course, I do have my Pat McGrath eyeshadow primer. So this one goes right into my inner corner. Then I'm gonna go in with a shade from Pat McGrath, and I am applying this one on the tip of my blending brush. I can even do this and blend everything. Now, of course, I'm gonna go in with the Instinct shade from my dream palette. Of course, if you do not have this palette, you can always customize this shade and take the shades from some other palettes. Also, I'm going to emphasize a little bit this part right here. This is why I love detailed brushes. You can do so much with them. Now I'm going in with the blank canvas, and this right here, I don't know how to do cut crease without this product. This is the best. The way this stuff works, how she formulated this, I don't know, but it's perfect for what it has to be. And since then, I haven't found better product. And now another shade that goes so well with today's color story is this shade right here. And also, now I'm going to curl my eyelashes and apply some of the mascara. This one is Catrice Glam False Lashes Waterproof Mascara. I always tend to use waterproof mascara regardless the occasion. Now these are, again, if you're watching my videos, you would know how much I love these, not only on a daily basis, not only when I'm doing creative makeup, but if you are a makeup artist. It is amazing how this particular style looks so good on different clients. You can customize them. These are the best customizable eyelashes that I have tried so far. Tried so many of them, except for the individual lashes. If we are talking about strip eyelashes, these are must have. I truly encourage you, if you haven't tried this one, to give it a shot. And they're not even that expensive. They look so fluffy, so natural. Before I move on to my foundation, we have to color correct everything that needs to be corrected on my face. And for that, I'm going to be using corrector. This is Illamasqua Cream Pigment in shade Emerge. So basically, this is their color corrector. This shade will help you to get rid of any dark shadows on your face. And why this one in particular is because if you can find color like this in any other brand, that's fine, as long as it's good formulation. But this one so far for me, it's perfect. It is so creamy. It does great job. So to show you the result, I will do just one side of the face. So whenever you are using this product, make sure to use it just on spots that need to be covered. See how much I applied here. And now we are going to buff this into our skin. Again, make sure to use this one only where the color correcting needs to happen. Like the critical areas are around my mouth and around my nose. And then I'll go and usually I'll blend this with the brush, but you can also use a beauty blender. And also right here in my smile line. Also, I do have, unfortunately, I think this is a sunspot. I'm telling you, this stuff is amazing. You know what? I would rather use a lot of this product than to just go heavy with the concealer. My skin looks way better. And so how this is one side looking with the corrector and the other one without. Pretty cool, huh? Now for my foundation, I'm going in with a new Shiseido Vital Essence Skin Glow Foundation in the shade 50 Maple. This one has SPF 30. In my initial review, when I was first time testing this foundation, I did mention how I do love the finish. And I did love how lightweight it is. This is really, really lightweight foundation. One of the new foundations that I have tried recently that is having much more coverage is from a new foundation from Prada, and that one will give you much more coverage and works better in a T-zone. This one, for if you are asking me, is great for the body. Definitely works as a body, face and body foundation. I mean, it does have a great finish, but if you are into long-wear foundation, this is not something that you would like. Or even if you are having really oily skin, I don't think this would work for you, because I'm having really dry skin and it's on the edge of working as a foundation when it comes to longevity. So yeah, that is one thing that you should definitely be mindful. But if you do prefer, like if you're having really, really dry skin, mature skin, this would be great for you. I see this more as a skincare product rather than a general foundation, at least foundation that we are used to. So now for the contour, something that I recently purchased, and it's not August release, but it is one of the most popular Makeup by Mario products. It is a Soft Sculpt Shaping Stick. and this is in a shade medium dark. And why is it not working? Anyways, this one, it even comes with a brush. This one blends beautifully and easily, and I do recommend this one. I did pick up a bit darker shade. You definitely have 3 shades, I think 3 shades lighter than this one. Regardless, it still blends beautifully. And the brush that it came in, it has like a little pointy pieces, which I do find really convenient for the blending, you know, instead of being on just flat. It makes sense. Speaking of sculpting, I cannot wait to try new Denisa Myricks Groundwork palette. I did order one today and hopefully it will be here in a couple of days. Now the fun part, it's brand new concealer, so still in a box. Out of all of these concealers, and right here I have new releases. This one is being the oldest one, Natasha Denona High Glam Concealer. Then we have Tower 28 Concealer and Makeup by Mario. Wait, Surreal Skin Awakening Concealer. I did film Tower 28 review, but I accidentally deleted my video. Yeah, well, I can make review again if you want to. I'm still gonna make comparisons between all of these, but what I'm gonna wear today is this Lancome new concealer. Oh my god, I love this one so much. This is as well, you have these concealers, but then you have this. Why is this so different? It's just because of the way, not biggest fan of the applicator, but it's just the way lightweight is. So this one is in shade 305N, and I will apply this concealer first in this area right here. The way this concealer acts, it's more like a skincare than concealer. It has, I think, 81% of the serum ingredient in it, so that makes sense. And I'm gonna take my small blending brush, and I need a mirror. Anyways, why am I loving this one more than the other one? Even though they are high quality, just because of its texture. If you prefer having medium coverage, then you're not gonna love this one, because this one is really sheer, but that's what I want from concealer. As I'm getting older, I am trying to avoid heavier concealer or heavier powders, especially on my under eyes area. And now, even though this looks like a high coverage, it is so serumy once you blend it. It really is lightweight. Where opposed to any other concealer, they are way heavier than this one, because this is like something else compared to other one. So many that I've tried. This is how it looks like. It looks like so much like my skin. I love it. Now for my blush, I'm gonna go in with the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk shade Matte Beauty Blush Wand. I feel like I'm almost out of it. And this is how shade looks like. It's really neutral, and as you can see, it really matches really nicely today's look. It could have been much more reddish, but we'll see once I blend. And I'm gonna take Sculpting Real Technique brush. And I love how this color matches this. So this is definitely not an August product, but it was one of my recent purchases, and I like about this particular product that once it sets, it stays. That's what I love. Now, one thing that caught me off guard, I didn't even expect to like it that much. So this is something that I received in my PR. And basically, this is like a liquid highlighter. This is Radiance Perfector. One day I realized, wait, when I'm doing my makeup look, I'm kinda using this all the time. Even though it looks so rosy pink once it's on your skin, and I like to apply with my finger, dabbing like this. It's gorgeous. It is beautiful. I don't know if camera can catch this shift, but it gives such a beautiful radiance to my skin, not emphasizing my skin texture. I love it. And this one I highly recommend. Again, I don't know how it's possible that something that is this pink, it doesn't show up like that, but it's beautiful. I don't know what else can I say to justify this product, how good it is, but it's really good. I just love how it sits on top of my skin. If I'm using it with a brush, then I would use something like this, but again, I really like to work it into my skin. Anyways, this is great, highly recommend, and again, I don't think I can say enough good words for this one. This is rose infused complexion enhancer that creates a soft focused glow to give skin an even radiant finish. Anyways, let's move on to another product. We are going to set face. We're going to set the whole complexion, and this is new HD Skin Matte Velvet Undetectable Blurring Powder Foundation in shade 1 and 10, and this is of course from Makeup Forever. This is how shade looks like. I don't want to go too heavy with this one, so instead of taking my beauty blender and just applying lots of this product, I will be using just my blending brush. This one came with a sponge, but I don't know, where did I put that sponge? This one is obviously too light for me right now. You know what, I've just used this one a couple of times, so I am still in my phase of testing this out, and that's the only reason why I haven't used my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Skin Perfecting Micro Powder. This one is in shade 1. So this one now comes in 4 shades and is so versatile, and this is my number 1 when it comes to under eyes. This is the best formula that I've tried so far, but I'm using this today because I just want to test it to see how it performs, since I haven't done my chance to try it before. And this one, it is new release, so they what they did, they reformulated talc-free new powder foundation. It is Makeup Forever. It is looking good, and it does have that blurring effect, but the thing is, I do prefer, I think I do prefer Charlotte's Tilbury powder, is because that one is more lightweight for me, and this one feels like it's sitting on top of the skin, not in a bad way necessarily. It's a good powder, but still, if I have to choose between two of them, I'll still choose Charlotte's. Now this is La Prairie Translucent Powder, Skin Caviar Translucent Powder in shade 2. This one was really expensive, but at the same time I did get a huge amount of a product. And when you divide that, for example, how much you pay for Charlotte's, that one is much more expensive than this one. So anyways, this is my all over the face powder, and I will use the other one for the contour. The next one is Chanel's Healthy Glow Sheer Powder in shade 50. I almost ran out of it, and I have to, like, it lasts you a long time, but I'll have to purchase another one. Just to add a little bit dimension to my face, I'm gonna go in with MAC Fix Spray. For my highlight, I did add a little bit of this and this pinky shade right here, just kind of add a little bit dimension. Now for my lips, I'm gonna go in with new shade from Natasha Denona, I Need a Nude Lip Crayon, and this one is in the shade Lian. Now for my lips, I'm gonna be using MAC's lipstick in Leave Me Breathless. Now for the end, to add some pinkish undertone, I'm using from Makeup Factory Top Coat Pearly Glow High Shine Lip Gloss. Anyways, this is complete the look. I hope this video was helpful for you guys. As always, if you have any questions, let me know in the comment section down below. All the products that I was using today will be linked down in the description box, and some of the links are affiliated. And if you're shopping through my links, thank you so much for supporting this channel. Let me know what you think about this look. Before you leave, make sure to watch this video, and I will see you soon in my next one. Thank you for watching. Bye!